a lot of people are attracted to the idea of things. They're not actually attracted to the thing itself. So when it comes to being real, yeah, people love the idea of real.
Yeah, man. I see greatness, I see impact where you have enough for them youths, yeah. You'll help them to wise up, you see me? Just go and do your thing, fam, no matter when nobody's said. You understand? Yeah, man.
You know it's the Ron Talks channel. Hey, yo, Ron. Back at it again with another Ron Talks video. The topic that I'm gonna be speaking about, and this will be under the My View series. I'm going to be speaking about the low quality sperm thing that came out. Guys, please don't watch my hairstyle and such. Don't worry, the barber is loading. But I'm gonna be talking about the low sperm, the 80% sperm thingy that came out. For the sperm donors, I think 80% of the men that came to donate their sperms, the sperm was like low quality and such. I'm going to give two scenarios to this. As it relates to the whole article of this, the link will be in the description box. And somewhere in the video, you're gonna see like a screenshot of the article itself come up. So yeah, so you have a better idea. Overall, I'm gonna split this in two, as I stated before. I'm gonna talk about the reason why this is the case, and the reaction, and my opinion on the reaction that I've seen for this from both men and women. And for anybody that's watching this that's not Jamaican, this is in Jamaica, right? The reasons being why the low sperm quality, a lot of people in the comment section, whether it's quest times or yeah, so had to change my background. Yeah, not going to go into the reason why I had to change it, but I'm gonna do it like this. Hopefully the lighting is okay, not too bad. Yeah, I think this is perfect. So guys, so basically, what my personal opinion, the reason being for why the sperm quality isn't that good for 80% of the men that came forward to do it is due to the fact that, one, substance abuse. It's easy to just say, okay, smoking, drinking, grabber, boom, rum, all the measly reasons you see in the comment section, whether it's quest time or star. But please understand, the substance abuse never just came out of nowhere. The boom and the cigarettes never came out of nowhere. It's a reason why a lot of these young youths are smoking, and I can attest to that because I used to be that person. I used to be that person. Give God thanks for the two persons that I met that make roots juice and those type of things to clear out your body and really help build up your immune system as a man, because those things somewhat saved my life from just deteriorating my insides. One person that sells me, it's two grown ladies that sell me the drinks. One is my friend's mother, and the other person, I just met them on the street. It's just crazy when you have that personality where you're very open with people and helping, how you can just meet people that can just change your life. So I understand, as a young youth, you're probably going through things, you're depressed, whether you feel stuck. I've known of young men that have been sexually abused and raped, but it doesn't happen in Jamaica, because the narrative is only women get abused and raped in Jamaica. Men are just so tough and everybody's a gallus in Jamaica and everything. Like, you don't have men in Jamaica that have alternative agendas and are homosexuals and have all type of demons in them. It's only women that feel the wrath of men, not other men. That's the narrative. So I understand that, you know, you have youths that go through that. I know of a guy that, I don't know him personally, but he talked about his situation. When I say personally, we're not friends, but I've known of his situation where he smokes crazy. And the reason why he smokes crazy is because he found out that his child was not his. Paternity fraud. He smokes very crazy. I know of another man that's homeless on the street, like a cokehead, and he found out that I think all 4 of his children is not his. So you have a lot of men that's fighting silent demons, and they try to oppress it by smoking, drinking, and doing all type of things that affect their body, which equivalates to the sperm quality. Sorry about that. There was somebody walking their dog. But it ends up with the sperm quality being so low. You understand? So those aren't the only reasons for the sperm quality being low. It can be because of the parents. Maybe the ailment came from their father, goes down to them. There's many other reasons, and I can go on and on, but you guys already get the point. But the substance abuse is really the biggest one. And not only that, the diet, how you eat, and that can link back to substance abuse. Sometimes you as a man, you know, you have the whole world on your shoulder, so you're working so hard, you're working double jobs, you don't have time for yourself, and you're not eating properly. You understand? So it hurts. You know what I mean? It really hurts. But my advice to these men, knowing that I've been in that situation with substance abuse and I've built myself up quite greatly, you know what I mean, as it relates to the quality of my body, how I feel, and I still have work to do, but I'm getting there. My advice to these young men, or to the men that basically have poor quality sperm, or maybe they're living this lifestyle that I stated earlier, the world doesn't care. I said this to my friend on WhatsApp, and anybody that knows me knows that I'm a man, I love to express myself. I'll send long voice notes, but if you're not the type, yeah, I'll just give you measly replies, surface level replies. The world doesn't care, bro. Whatever you've been through, the world does not care. You know when the world care? When you use that pain to success. When you use that pain to drive and get something that's worthwhile. When you use that pain and motivate others and create an army. These are the type of aspects when you use your pain as a man, that's when the world cares. The world doesn't care that you're suffering. The world doesn't care about your long nights. The world doesn't care that you're depressed. The world doesn't care that you got paternity fraud. The world doesn't care about you being cheated on. The world does not care, because at the end of the day, you're a man. You're supposed to just deal with it and be masculine and be confident and be Tarzan and just move forward. And I understand when you go through these things, you're only human. You have feelings, so you put yourself within these substances. You smoke, you drink, the hot grabber, all type of things. I've been there. But the crazy thing is, you have logical reasons for doing that. But society doesn't see it that way. Your body doesn't see it that way. Your body's getting deteriorated. You can't look at your body and say, well, it's because I got raped or this happened to me as a man, make I'm doing this, so you have to understand. No, your body's gonna be like, well, okay, but that doesn't stop your lungs from getting black. That doesn't stop the sperm from quality being poor. Because at the end of the day, your body can only work with what you give it to work with. I said it in my previous video, in my Views series, when I was talking about the girl that was saying about hold up a stress from the Jeffrey interview, and I'm going to say it again. Men, and I'm never going to stop saying this, self-improve, get closer to God. They might say therapy, but I don't think anybody understands you are your pain more than yourself. Sometimes as men, you need to put your ego to the side You need to let your feelings out. And you need to look at the bigger picture and say, yo, this isn't helping me. Crying isn't helping. Depressed isn't helping. Smoking isn't helping. Heck, some of you guys have masturbation issues, like constantly masturbating because you're depressed. Not because you can't get girls, you're depressed. I understand these different formats, but it's not going to help. And for any man that understands what I'm saying and maybe they're on this road of bettering themselves, the world is cruel. Don't ever make this world make you cold to the point where you start hurting people that are innocent and have nothing to do with your pain. Don't ever be resentful. Don't ever be bitter. Don't try to have these extreme point of views to certain topics because you know you've been through it yourself and you've been hurt during it. So you're very aggressive towards the topic, or you laugh at other men that go through it because you subconsciously never had any men that was there for you, so you're just making them feel the same pain. Don't ever do that. You understand? Don't ever do that, because the world doesn't care. And I'm not saying the world doesn't care like it shouldn't care, or I'm just being harsh, but it's just the truth. It's just the reality. What I advise as a man, the number one reason why the sperm quality is low for Jamaicans, men, at least for the men that went to the sperm donor, the 80%, what I would say to them, the number one reason is your diet and substance abuse. What I would suggest you do as a man, get some roots, get some drinks, fruit, good quality drinks that can help cleanse your body. Do some research. What's the best food to drink, or what's the best food to eat, what's the best food to eat to cleanse your body? What's the best fruit juices to drink to cleanse your body? See a doctor. Ask him. And most importantly, what I've found as a man, you need to find your purpose. You see, when you find your purpose, that's one of the reasons why I don't even smoke anymore like one time. Much less at all. Like, even if I do smoke, it's very rare compared to how I used to go hard. Find your purpose. When you find your purpose, that's going to be a high. That's really going to be a high. That's going to be a lighter on your paper. That's going to be a bong. That's going to be a chalice. That's going to be a weed. That's going to be a grabber. That's going to be a rum. Find your purpose and know yourself as a man. Find your way. Get closer to God. Guys, you have no idea the things that I've seen and the men that I've seen lose themselves because of what they've been through, and they destroy themselves only for society to tell them it's your fault. You have no idea the demons and the pain I've seen in my life. And the number one thing I got about that, nobody cares and life goes on. Yes, I'm not gonna lie, you might have some people that take a stand and this and that, but in this social media generation, how long that story gonna last? How long that article gonna last? We've seen the girl that was raped, and on the video she was gasping for air and her legs were crossed. We've seen that. When last anybody talked about that? It coming like that was an article of the past. It was just a 1 week story. It was just a couple days story, and that's it. Because we're so desensitized to pain, especially as Jamaicans. It's like as one pain start, one gone. Men, society doesn't care. Work on yourself and get better. And all I can say, I'm going to leave it at this. When you're bettering yourself as a man and you're seeing the improvements, you're seeing how women treat you better, You're seeing how society treating you better. You started to make more money. Don't be like a lot of men I see in Jamaica that you start to use that hurt that you've been through because you never let it go, you know. And you start to hurt innocent people. You start to resent women. You start to resent men. You start to be arrogant. You start to use people as objects because you still have that built up hurt when you were going on your journey to being a better man. You still have that built up hurt when you were having substance abuse, when your sperm quality was low, when you built yourself from the ground and you're now on the top. You still have that hurt within you. Don't ever make this world or go through that journey make it break you down. It's not the end of the road. Trust me. I've seen people make it from the ground up in ways that you can only imagine. You think it only exists in movies. It's people's real lives. And it's worse. All these successful businessmen have the worst stories, how they start out, and look how they ended. So how your life can be better. It's not the end of the world. So that's just the first part. That's just the reasoning to why the sperm quality is low. I gave you the 3 reasons: substance abuse, the dieting, you know, the things you've eaten and such. And also I touched a little bit on the fact that it probably passed from a family member. You know what I mean? Yeah. So now I'm going to tell you the reaction that I've seen to this. When I look in the star comments and I look at Quest Times and I look at these articles and these popular pages and I see how people are responding, especially the women. This is why I tell men that mental health is not being taken seriously in Jamaica. Everybody's cloning, everybody's saying, oh, that's why Jacket is giving. And for all the foreigners watching this, Jacket is paternity fraud. That's the Jamaican version of paternity fraud. All of these type of things is happening. And, you know, this is why men get Jacket, they're wheat belly, you know, men are feminine. All these comments are just bashing men. And you think it would just come from the women. It's coming from men too. Which is why I said in my last video, I don't really have much male friends. Because these niggas are just as waste as a lot of these women walking around. A lot of you men want paternity fraud to be a thing, to be jail time. You want DNA testing to be mandatory. I hope you know that you have men that don't want DNA testing to be mandatory. Because them go have to take care of the child. Because them can't be the side nigga anymore. Because now the woman forced to look in the mirror. I hope you guys know that. The comments are so sad. And I'm like, no wonder men in Jamaica, they substance abuse so much. Who can they go to vent to? Not everybody can afford a therapist. You go to a man, them clone you. The girls worse go clone you. So who you go to? All the comments should encourage men to just be better, but instead you're just laughing at them, bashing them. You have no reason, you have no idea why some men smoke so much. Some men have been raped. Some men have been abused. All type of things. But you want to clone him? And then these are the women that gonna wonder, why are no good men in Jamaica? Why are no good men here? You laugh off of them every time they go through something. Well, no wonder, no shit. Some of you niggas wonder, why can I find a genuine guy friend? Maybe because you're full of shit too. Maybe because you're the type to laugh at a man that get paternity fraud. Why the hell would I want to be your friend? And I've never had paternity fraud happen to me. But if you're a man that laughs after another man that gets it, I don't give 2 fucks if you're the side nigga. And you laugh at that, you cannot be my friend. These are the standards that a lot of Jamaican men don't have when it comes to male friends. I have it. That's why I really have male friends in Jamaica. The reaction I've seen and the comments are disturbing for most of the part. They say 80% of the men have low quality sperm that came in to give their sperm, right? 80% of the comments are low quality vibrational people, both men and women. It's sad. And that's another reason why I put so much emphasis at the start of this video that men, you need to do better. This world does not care. Worse if you're a Jamaican man and you live in Jamaica, they don't take mental health serious. You need to better yourself, self-improve, find your purpose. But all I'm saying, when you go on that road, don't get bitter. It's okay to be cold as a man, but don't be too cold. That's when you end up hurting innocent people. Go on the journey and don't forget God. Because there's a spiritual warfare out there. You need God. You know, if you don't believe in God, fine. I understand why you don't, because there's a lot of Christians who are hypocrites and religious people are full of crap sometimes. I understand. So I'm not going to bash you for being an atheist. But for all the people out there that believe in God, it's a spiritual warfare out there. Keep God close. I'm telling you. So basically, you know, every time I make these videos, I try not to be as long, and I end up being long because I have so much to say. So that's basically the wrap of this video. This My View series. This was basically a recap of my views relating to the whole 80% of the sperm count thingy. You know, the article will be in the description box. Probably a screenshot will be above my head. I basically just gave you the reasons why the sperm quality is low, and my opinion on the reaction I've seen in the comment section and how people have reacted to it. You know? Yeah. I hope this video helps somebody. For all my young men out there, stay strong, stay prayed up, find yourself, and always self-improve. Self-improvement never stops. I've been heartbroken. I've been depressed. I've nearly lost my life. I've been through hell and back. But you see, self-improvement have always been the key answer to why I've risen above my difficulties and obstacles in life. This is your boy Ron. Please subscribe to the channel. More videos coming. My views, female nature series. I have all different type of videos coming up. All different type of ideas. But I'm gonna let the action do the talking. Bless.